Hello, my cookies. Today we are going to make some delicious chicken parm pizza. You ready to cook? Let's do it. We're going to start with about 1.5 pounds of chopped chicken breast. And the spices, I have some parsley, salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powders. I also have some Italian seasoning and fresh basil. Now I'm going to add in my chicken to the food processor. You can buy chicken already ground, but I love to do it myself. It's very easy. Now add in all of those herbs and spices and grind it up until it looks like this. Okay, for the pans, you can use a cake pan, an 8 or 9 inch, but I'm using these little tin pie pans that my mama always taught me to save because they come in handy. So first I lined the pan with some plastic wrap, and then I divided half of the chicken into the bottom, and I'm just spreading it out. Since we don't want to get our hands dirty, just cover it with another sheet of plastic and press it down with your hands. Make sure you get it nice and flat to the bottom of the pan and that it's even and thin. That will help with frying. And of course I had to make sure I got those edges right. We always want to lay your edges, no matter if it's on your head or your chicken. Now wrap them up tightly. Make sure there is no holes so no air can get in. And we're going to put these in the freezer for at least 4 hours. Now let's set up the breading station, starting with flour, just all-purpose flour. I have 2 beaten eggs, and to the eggs I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning. And cookies, I'm using regular breadcrumbs, but I'm adding the same seasoning I added earlier to the chicken. I'm adding it to the breadcrumbs along with some Parmesan cheese. Just shredding some fresh Parmesan cheese on top. That will help with the color as well when we fry it. And here are our frozen chicken crusts. It looks good. We want to move fairly quickly so that it doesn't thaw out before we can fry them. So let's go ahead and cover it in flour. And the egg, make sure you coat it really well. And lastly, the breadcrumbs, make sure it's evenly coated and shake off the excess. And now we fry. I'm using my fry zaddy, but you can fry it on the stove in a pan. It's up to you. And when it's golden and floating, then it's ready to take out, and we're going to drain it on some paper towels. See how nice and golden that is? And the cheese kind of melted a little bit, so it's almost like a little cheese stick, chicken pack, whatever. Alright, let's keep going. I'm lining my baking dish with some parchment paper. Go ahead and pop those babies on there. I'll use your favorite pizza sauce or marinara sauce. Just pick your favorite. Don't saturate it too much because we don't want it to get soggy in the oven. Not a fan of prepackaged cheese, so if you can, please buy fresh mozzarella, put it in the freezer for 30 minutes and shred it. It'll make it a lot easier to shred. Don't be stingy with that cheese, pile it on. And cookies, don't forget the Parmesan. It's called chicken parm, so don't forget that. I mistakenly added fresh basil before baking. Don't do that. Just don't do this step. Just wait until after you bake it. Now put these guys in a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes or until the cheese is melted and bubbly. And that's it, my cookies, for our chicken parm pizza. The recipe link will be down there in the description box. Cookies, check out how juicy this chicken is. Look at those herbs. It's delicious. I hope you try it and love it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Until next time, I gotta eat this goodness. Talk to you later. Be blessed.